Love by Accident, Chapter 22. What? 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 Arnav said in such a loud noise that the customers surrounding them looked at them with surprise. What happened? Stop shouting. It's really Wednesday. It is already Wednesday and you are telling me now. Look at what are the plans. What plans? Just a small party and few friends at my house. That's it. Oh, that's great. Oh, nice. And what? I am sorry. I should not have talked to you like that. Okay, I should not have forced. By that time the waiter had delivered the order in the table, a coffee and few cookies. They had some cookies and talked for a while. 1 hour had passed. Suddenly Aisha asked, "Why were you late?" And she could see a sudden change in expressions on his face. Seemed to be tensed and something is hitting him a lot from inside. What happened? It is something personal, then it is okay. You don't have to tell me. Aisha said with concern in her voice. No, it's not about personal actually. What? Are you in some problem? No, tell me then I can help you maybe. It's Radhima. Upon hearing her name, Aisha's face dropped. She knew she had done something. What did she do? She said in low voice. When I was in college by extent, after the college is over, my mom called me. She asked me to pick Ridhima and come here. When I arrived at the home, Ridhima and her parents had come to our house. They said that they had to attend a family wedding out of town. Ridhima to come with them, but she refused to go with them, saying that she had exams in college, so she had to study. So they decided to leave her at her house for few days. And now I have to take her to the college from home as well as from college to home. The most important thing is that she's living with us from past 4 to 5 days. And this is terrible. Her face turned pale. Imagining Ridhima at his house made her uncomfortable rather than anything. And she behind the bike. It made her heart ache just like a piece of her heart is falling on ground. Hey, don't be upset. I will come to your birthday party alone. And don't worry about her. Arnav said it in a half smile. Soon the waiter came with the bill. The waiter said, "You both are looking beautiful, just like the perfect boyfriend girlfriend. Hope you found this cafe good and convenient. Don't forget to rate us on Google Maps. It will help us a lot." And Arnav, they looked at each other. Their faces had turned red. Trendy kind like it, but weren't ready to accept it. Arnav said, "You are mistaken. We are not BFGF. We are just friends. And yes, your cafe is very good though. But don't you think you should make coffee and other items inside a room rather than making it open in front of everyone?" Looking at Aisha, "Is there any problem, sir?" Waiter asked concerned. No problem. Just a suggestion. Actually, it is our speciality. We make orders openly so that customers could see that orders being prepared in front of them. So that girls could get attracted towards the coffee maker. Arnav was saying about the man, but the waiter thought he was saying about the machine. "I hope you like it all, sir," the waiter said with a smile on his face. "Pretty much," Arnav replied. Arnav tipped him and they decided to return home. They were outside the cafe. The front road was busy with a heavy traffic. Two piece of the cafe had gone now, but one can clearly see the pale faces and both knew the reason. But Arnav does not want to end this like that with sadness, so he said, "Are you free for some time?" I think it will be late. "Why? Do you have any further plan?" "I don't want to end this day like this, and that Rizma topic. I know a place, let's go there. I am sure you will love it for only half an hour, okay?" "Okay." They both sat on their respective vehicles and moved off. They passed through the main road, curvy lines, and dark streets. Arnav was going ahead and Aisha was following him. After 10 minutes, they are there. Of a small hill, just behind the city. From there, the whole city can be seen. A lonely place, too small, should can be seen in a small distance. The only light source was the light from the shop. The only light source was the light from the shops, but you can say it was dark. They parked their vehicles at a cafe distance from the edge, small dome-shaped structure with a sitting area, having some wooden chairs. They sat on the chair. There were a piece that was required, a piece that seems to stretch the every extent of time to make these moments last forever. It was relaxing. They sat silently for a moment. After some time, Arnav asked Aisha, "Do you need something to eat?" She denied simply. They were just sitting there quietly, both gazing towards the beautifully lighted city. The cars, bikes, bus, buildings, everything was so tiny. The time has stopped for them. Although it was summer, but the atmosphere above there was cold. They could feel the both radiating heat from each other's skin. The breaths were warm, the tension was less, the tension was rising. Arnav closed his eyes and felt the nature. He then started talking to himself. You know, I love the nature the most. It gives me pleasure, peace, relaxes my mind. Whenever I felt alone or sad or depressed, I come here. It is a pure bliss, especially at nights under the moon and stars. It feels like heaven to me. You could not probably see the stars now, the dust are high, but you can see it in the monsoon. I have never brought anyone to this place. A very few people also know about this place. I don't know why I brought you here, but I felt like I should bring you here. You're the first girl that I have talked with regularly. It seems like yesterday that we had an accident and yet we are here, sitting here. I don't know what to say, but in fact, it felt something different with you. Something different that I have never felt with anyone. Believe me, when I don't see you for one day, there is something heavy in chest. I wait throughout the day just to get one glimpse of you. Nowadays, I just go to college just to see you, just to spend some time with you. I know it's kind of weird, but this feeling is genuine. I have never thought about it that way. You are my best friend, more than a best friend. You are special. I think I have started falling for you. I don't want to force anything on you. I don't even know if it is right or wrong. It is up to you whether you like me or not. What do you feel? Aisha, the silence from the other side. He called her name again, but silence. He spread his eyes and looked beside him. He saw Aisha was watching him. It was dark, so he could not see her face clearly, but he could sense that she was turning red and breathing heavily. Moved his hands and touched her hand. He again pronounced her name, Aisha. She was silent. She just moved a little closer towards him. The cold white ray of moon was falling on the beautiful face, which was increasing her beauty. Even more, Arnav was just looking inside her eyes. He was searching for an answer, and her eyes were saying everything. "Are you sure?" she replied. "Never more sure in my life." She then moved some closer. Their faces were a few inches apart. They could feel each other's breath. They could hear each other's heartbeats. Aisha closed her eyes and moved even closer. She simply put her lips on his cheeks. Arnav was surprised as electric current went through his body. His mind stopped working. He was blank. She then moved away. "I have also fallen for you," she had gently said. Arnav was not in his senses. She called his name. "Arnav! Arnav!" He was just listening to it. He was feeling butterfly in the stomach. Aisha shook him. He came to his present state. "Hmm, hmm, hmm. Me? Hmm, 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 hmm. What? Say something. What should I say?" Say what you want to say. Will you be my girlfriend? Of course, yes, it's my pleasure to be your girlfriend. And what about the kiss? It was unexpected for me. It was for me too. Will we get married? Will we have kids? Will we travel all over the world together? We will enjoy together everything. I want to go out with you. I want to grow old with you. And stop. You are behaving just like a kid. We do have time for that. Aisha was laughing, seeing Arnav behaving like a kid. Yeah, so can I hug you? Then they moved closer. Arnav cut off his hands around her back. Aisha also embraced him. The distance was sealed. The moment just stopped. It looked like a pure bliss. Inside each other's arms, feeling each other with eyes closed, listening to each other's breath, smelling each other's fragrances. Lovebirds were just finding peace, having their moments. Suddenly the phone rang. They broke their tight hug. It was Aisha's Ritu had called her. She picked up her phone and Aisha, are you out of your mind? Ritu tensed and bursted from another side. What happened? Why are you shouting so loudly? Haven't you seen the time? It's 8:30 p.m. Oh my god, I'm late. Her expressions changed exactly. And what are you doing and who are you with? Arnav. I'm coming. Don't worry. She cut the call. It's late. I will drop you. She nodded. Both went to their vehicles and drove off through the same narrow lanes, dark paths. It took them almost 20 minutes to reach at Aisha's apartment. Ritu was in the balcony. She came down to the gate. Arnav got off from the bike and was talking with Aisha. Finally, you remembered you live here. Finally, you remembered you live here. By the way, what took you so long? Both Arnav and Aisha looked at each other and smiled nervously. Ritu could not understand what was going on. She looked at Arnav. She noticed something. एक मिनट, ये क्या है? What? Why is the lipstick mark on your cheeks? She said, examining his cheek. What mark? What mark? There is no mark. Arnav quickly wiped his cheeks. Wait. She looked towards Aisha. You kissed him? You kissed Arnav? What were you guys doing? Did you kiss him? On lips, Aisha? Low down your volume. I didn't kiss him on lips. So you are accepting that you kissed him on cheeks? No, I didn't say that. But Arnav, are you forcing my best friend for something? Ritu asked, seeing Aisha. No, I am not that kind of a guy. Do you think I'm that kind of a guy? Arnav replied nervously. Actually, we tell Aisha what we. He just proposed me. What? Yes, Aisha said. She is turning all red now. But how? When? Where? I will tell you everything, but not now. Aisha told her. Ritu nodded. Could you please let us alone for a moment? We have an important discussion to do. She added. Ritu said, a goodbye kiss, right? Mm-hmm. Aisha stroked her with her elbow and gestured her to go upstairs. Ritu winked to both of them and went upstairs. Arnav and Aisha were at the apartment gate alone. Arnav was smiling sharpishly. Aisha noticed it. Why are you smiling? Aisha asked him. Why shouldn't I? After all, my only girlfriend in this world is going to kiss me. Hanji, in your dreams. Then what is more important than a kiss? Ridhima, what did you do about her? And if she get to know about us, then what will she do? I don't even imagine. And your parents. I will think about it. I'm not letting her sit on my bike. I don't like her perfume. Seriously. That's why you won't let her sit because you don't like her perfume. I mean that I'm already taken by the most beautiful woman in this world after my mother and sister. Perfume is just an additional reason but to offer her sit. How are you gonna manage? Don't be tense. I will handle everything, okay? Okay. And another thing, my father will come on my birthday. Nice. So I think I should be prepared. Yes, pretty much. Okay, I have to go now. See you in college. Bye. He said. He came closer and whispered to her, what about the goodbye kiss? She She pulled him back and said, ये चुपचाप ना घर जाओ कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है घर जाओ बाय गुड नाइट He sat on his bike, she waved him a goodbye and drove off. Aisha was standing there till he disappeared in the dark. This night was different. She came to her room. Ritu was sitting on her bed, waiting for her. She knew she had to explain her everything. She went to the refrigerator and got some cold water, sat beside him, and started explaining her everything in detail. If you like this story, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. If you want your story to be heard in our voice, please do share your story in the comment box. Thank you.